Today, I'm going to build a living room in 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and 1 hour. And the 5-minute timer starts now. So I already have a rough idea of what I want to do. I'll go ahead and start with placing a 5x5 square at the floor. I'll paint these walls white, and then the floor I'll just do hurricane gray planks. I'll go ahead and grab a fireplace. I want a tall fireplace like this, and some bookshelves. There we go, that looks nice. I will just color those white as well. And then I want to add 2 sliding glass doors on this wall here, just like that, and I'll quickly go ahead and color those white. Heading into comfort, I'll go ahead and grab a sofa. I think this transitional sofa is good. And I'll also grab the transitional armchair, just to save time. And then go ahead and grab a lamp. This simple lamp will do. And then we also need some tables. I'll get an end table and a coffee table. I'll add this carpet, make it nice and big, something like that. And then I'll quickly color that white and oyster. And then we definitely need to, let's add a TV. There we go. And we need some books. I'll just give these books neutral colors. I think just like that is good. And then I'll just really quickly place these on the bookshelf to kind of fill it up. I don't really like this concrete, so I'm gonna go ahead and change that to plastic. Just like that, we'll change the brightness. And then before I forget, we also need a roof. Just a flat, simple roof like that will work. Color the bottom of that white. We need some wall trim. Just really simple wall trim. We have less than a minute left. We definitely need a chandelier and make this a little brighter. I'll just use this antique chandelier and I'll double that up. And I'll change the color to hurricane gray. Okay, that's looking good. I have 5 seconds left, so I will go ahead and add these books right there. And time is up. For 5 minutes, I don't think that's too bad. It's nothing special. We've got necessities, place to sit, a TV. We didn't have time to add many decorations, but that is okay. And the 15-minute timer starts now. So I kind of have an idea of what I want to do for this one, and I'm excited because I'll definitely get to add some more detail. I'll do the same 5x5 square, just like that. Add a floor, and just in case, so I don't forget, I'll go ahead and add a roof as well. Now that that's all done, I want to color these walls white as well. And I want to color this floor like a light wood with the wood grain. Something like that looks really nice. And then, of course, we'll also add a fireplace. Just do this basic fireplace here. We'll add a TV. Maybe not that one, that's a little big. We'll add this TV right... We'll add this TV right there. We'll go ahead and color that white. And then I want to fill this wall with windows. I think like that is nice. And then I'll add some curtains. Oh yeah, and then we'll color those... We'll color those this sand green. Let's go ahead and add some wall trim. I think I'll do this wood paneling again, like we did in the last living room. And then for the sofa, I'm thinking using a sectional, the sophisticated sectional. I think like that is fine. Nice big couch. And I'll also color that all white. Over here I want to add another couch. I'll use this transitional sofa, but instead I want to make this kind of like an orangey brown. Yeah, something like that. And then on the 2 sides of the fireplace here, I want to add 2 chairs. There we go, I like that. And then I'll go ahead and add some pillows. Okay, now that all the pillows are done, it's time to add a coffee table. Well, I kind of like this sleek coffee table, but it's a little small. I think I'll just go with this contemporary coffee table. We'll add some books and a bouquet of flowers. We definitely need some lighting in here, so I'll go ahead and add a chandelier. I'm just going to use this same antique chandelier that we used in the last living room. I want to add a floor lamp over here, thinking maybe this industrial floor lamp could be nice. I definitely want to add a painting on this wall. Or actually instead, maybe I could just put a bunch of small ones. Yeah, that's nice. I don't know what I'm going to change all the decals to, but that's a problem for later. And I'll add another floor lamp here, but this one will be a little bit more modern. And I also think we should add an end table here. Yeah, that looks nice. Time is almost up, so I'm going to go ahead and add this carpet. Move that for a second. There we go, and time is up. For the 15-minute living room, I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of forgot about this wall. I wish I would have added like sliding glass doors like I did in the other living room, but that's okay. And for these decals, I just searched up abstract and these came up and it works. I definitely tried to add some more color in this living room. I've been trying to do that in more of my builds, and I think it turned out pretty nice. It's definitely a step up from our 5-minute living room, that's for sure. And the 1 hour timer starts now. So I want to make this living room very different than the other 2 living rooms because we have an entire hour. And so I was looking through Pinterest and I found some inspiration. I'm going to go for a very different style with this living room. First off, I'm going to add some flooring. I'm thinking wood grain again for the floor, it's nice. And then I like this color. For the walls though, we're going to do something I don't usually do, and we're going to go for more of a black color. I think like that. I am very excited for this living room. I'm hoping it turns out like I want it to. But if it does, this is going to be a pretty awesome living room. I'm actually going to use some basic shapes because I want this to kind of be covered, if that makes any sense. Something like that for now, I think is good. And then we'll go ahead and add our TV right onto this. I think I'll add some pillars to give this a little bit more detail. And then I'll also take some structurals for some more detail. And then I'll just keep using some beams like this just to continue to kind of give it some more shape. Actually, instead of a TV, I'm actually just going to put a painting here. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some windows on this wall as well. Oh yeah, this is looking nice. The next thing I want to do is I want to add some structural beams across the ceiling. And then I want to grab this tall traditional molding and drag that across like this. There we go, that works. I think this is nice actually. I'm glad that worked out. We definitely need some lighting in here though, because it is very dark. So I'll go ahead and grab a chandelier. I think maybe the industrial round chandelier, we could try that. Yeah, I like that, that looks nice. For now, I'll just put a couple of those in each other so we can see. Then I also need to add some wall trim. So I'm gonna go around with the tall crown molding like we did for the beams, so that it all matches. There we go. I'm also going to try to bring these beams down because they're kind of in the roof. Yep, that's working really nicely. Perfect. That looks really good. I'm also going to go ahead and add some really big, tall windows over on this side. Because I want curtains like this, I have to have 2 big windows, because if I did it all individual windows, there'd be a lot more curtains. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a structural rod, like this one right here, and I'm just going to drag it up, color it the same black, and take the transform tool to push it in. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing 3 more times. Just like that. Although I'm realizing that this window doesn't actually use rods, of course it uses beams, but that still looks good. And I'll go and color these, I think like a dark green, like that will do good. Okay, and now I'm going to add the sofa. So I think I'm just going to use this tough sofa right here, and I'm going to color that green. So I'll take this green here and just make it a little darker, like that. And then I want 2 chairs on each side. So I think I'll put 2 tuft armchairs on this side. I'll color those brown. I'll give them a leather material, like that. And then I'll go ahead and add some pillows. Yeah, I like that. I think that's nice. And then I'll go ahead and grab a coffee table. So for the coffee table, I think I want a glass coffee table. So I guess we'll use this contemporary coffee table, but it's kind of small. I could add 2, but I don't know that I want them to be the same height. Oh, you know what I could do though? I could take a basic shape and use the transform tool to bring that into the ground. Then if I go into the basement, I put that on the cube and we go back. Well, that's a little too low, but I can just adjust that, bring that up a little bit, take the coffee table, and, oh, that's a little too high. And I could just play with it until it's the right height. Something like that, I think is nice. And then you have 2 different heights for the coffee table. And then to decorate this coffee table, I'll just grab some books, some magazines, a vase, a rose bouquet, a spilled coffee mug, and last but not least, some coffee table books. We still have 20 minutes left, which is a lot of time, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put some decorations up on this like shelf area here. In this one, I'm going to place some books, an alpaca, and a potted vine. In this one, we're going to put a succulent, this mini reindeer, this geometric terrarium, and in this one I'll also put some books. And then I'm also going to add some lamps to this house to give it a bit more light. Like that is good. And then I'm going to add these same windows over on this side. And on this wall I'm going to add a door to make it seem like it is part of a house. And then to fill up these corners I'm going to go ahead and add some bookshelves. We have just under 10 minutes left, and I think I'm gonna add some floor plants. I'll put a tree here, and I think I'll put this spontaneous floor plant here in the corner. And then we have these window spaces here, so I think I'm going to add this wave end table, and then like put some like really fancy items on it. So I think we'll put this bouncing truss on this one, maybe this Maui statue on this one, and then I'll just put some books in the bottom. And then also under here, I'll just put some LED lights. And then of course, a light switch. One thing we do need is a carpet, but I'm not just going to use any ordinary carpet. Instead, I'm going to grab a basic shape, and I'm going to put this huge painting on top of it, rotate it, and then put it into the ground. Like that. And then rescale it to make it bigger. There we go. And then because I still have 5 minutes, I might as well go ahead and add some gardening out these windows to make it look a little nicer. Okay, and time is just about up, but I don't think there's anything else. Oh, I'm glad I thought of that. Need fireplace equipment, the fireplace tools. So I'll place those tools there. And do we have anywhere for this wood? I guess like it could go right here against the window. Kind of forgot about that. Okay, and I think we're good. And time is up. I'm really happy with how this living room turned out. It's probably one of the best living rooms I've ever made. There's a few things I changed, like I would have liked to change this like gray rod. You know, it's the small things you miss. Now that I've changed the decal, it would be nice to put like a gold frame around it. But other than that, I'm really happy with this living room. Just to recap, we have a very boring, very plain living room that we made in 5 minutes. Then we have our living room we made in 15 minutes. This one is so much better. I do like the colors I used, like trying to branch out a little bit. It's really nice. I do like this living room. And then for the 1 hour living room, clearly better than all of the others. So very happy with it. Anyways, that was me building a living room in 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and 1 hour. If you want to see me do more challenges like this, definitely make sure to thumbs up the video and consider subscribing. Have a great day.